Dear students, I am Dr. Sasikant Tamrakar from Bharati College of Engineering and Technology. I am teaching fluid machinery in BE 5th semester. Dear students, this is our next topic, air vessel. In the single acting cylinder pump, we are using air vessel at the inlet and outlet both the side, means that is in the suction side also and delivery side also. So the output from this pump is continuous. These air vessels are 50% filled with water and 50% are air. These all filled with water. These are filled with water. These are filled with water. So here in this, an air vessel is a closed chamber containing compressed air in top portion and liquid water at the bottom of the chamber. At the base of the chamber, there is an opening through which the liquid water may flow into the vessel or out from the vessel. Here, liquid may go inside or out from the vessel. When the liquid enters the air vessel, the air gets compressed. These air get compressed further, and when the liquid flows out from the vessel, the air will expand in the chamber. An air vessel is fitted to the suction pipe and to the delivery pipe at a point close to cylinder of the single acting reciprocating pump. To obtain a continuous supply of liquid at a uniform rate, these are the cause for using this air vessel. And second, to save considerable amount of work in overcoming the frictional resistance in suction and delivery pipe. So these are used first for continuous supply of water. Continuous supply of water, and second, to save the considerable amount of work overcoming frictional resistance. To save work done for frictional resistance. Frictional resistance. These are the main point for that air vessel is fitted in the cylinder. Third, run the pump at high speed without separation. To run the pump at high speed without separation. Without separation means continuous supply of water done. This figure shows a single acting reciprocating pump to which air vessels are fitted to the suction and delivery pipes. The air vessel act like an intermediate reservoir. These are used as the intermediate reservoir. During the first half of the suction stroke, the piston moves without acceleration, which means the velocity of water in the suction pipe is more than the mean velocity, and hence the discharge of water entering the cylinder will be more than the mean discharge. This excess quantity of water will be supplied from the air vessel to cylinder in such a way that the velocity in the suction pipe below air vessel is equal to mean velocity of flow. During the second half of the suction stroke, the piston moves with retardation, and hence velocity of flow in the suction pipe is less than the mean velocity of the flow. Thus the discharge entering the cylinder will be less than the mean discharge. The velocity of water in the suction pipe due to air vessel is equal to mean velocity of flow, and discharge required in the cylinder is less than the mean discharge. Thus the excess water flowing in suction pipe will be stored in the air vessel, which will be supplied during the first half of the next suction stroke. So this is act as a reservoir. Initially this will provide water, and after half of the piston work, the water is stored here, and this will be used for the next supply chain. When the air is filled to the delivery pipe during the first half of delivery stroke, similar with the delivery side also, the piston moves with acceleration and force the water into delivery pipe with a velocity more than the mean velocity. The quantity of water in excess of mean discharge will flow into air vessel. This will compress the air inside the vessel. During the second half of the delivery stroke, the piston moves with retardation, and the velocity of water in the delivery pipe will be less than the mean velocity. The water already stored in air vessel will start flowing into the delivery pipe, and the velocity of flow in the delivery pipe beyond this point to which air vessel is fitted will become equal to mean velocity. Hence the rate of flow of water in the delivery pipe will be uniform. So by using this air vessels, the delivery from this pipe is always continue, and this is more helpful. Here A is the area of cross section of cylinder, small a is area of cross section of suction and delivery pipe, LD is length of delivery pipe beyond air vessel, this is LD after air vessel. Then LD dash is length of delivery pipe between cylinder and air vessel, LD dash. Then LS dash is the length of suction pipe between cylinder and air vessel, LS dash. And LS is length of suction pipe below air vessel, this is the length of suction pipe. SD is pressure head due to acceleration in the delivery pipe, this is HD. And HS is pressure head due to acceleration in the suction pipe. HFD is loss of head due to friction in delivery pipe beyond the air vessel, and HFD dash loss due to friction in the delivery pipe between cylinder and air vessel. HFS is loss of head due to friction in suction pipe below air vessel, and HFS is loss of head due to friction in suction pipe between cylinder and air vessel. The effect of acceleration will be observed only in the length LD dash and LS dash. Here the acceleration are observed. The velocity of flow of water in the length LD and LS will be equal to mean velocity of flow. For single acting discharge per second is given by the equation here. For single acting discharge per second is given by equation Q equal to ALN by 60. ALN by 60, where L is length of stroke. Length of stroke. Mean velocity V bar, so mean velocity mean velocity V bar equal to discharge by area of pipe. Discharge by area of pipe, that is equal to Q by area, that is equal to A ln by 60, and this is also in the denominator side, to 60A, that is equal to A L. We can put the value of N as 60 omega by, this is 60A into 2 pi, cancelling both 60. So this is equal to A L omega by 2 pi into A, or it can be written as A by A into 2R into omega by 2 pi. Omega by 2 pi, because L equal to 2R. We have put in this value here, L equal to 2R. So this is equal to A by A omega R by pi. This is the equation for V bar, equation 1. The velocity of water in suction and delivery pipe for the length LS dash and LD dash due to acceleration and retardation of piston is given by equation V equal to A by A WR sin omega t, omega R sin omega t equal to A by A omega R sin theta, omega R sin theta, because theta equal to omega t. Here theta equal to omega t. Now pressure head in cylinder during delivery stroke. Pressure head in cylinder during delivery stroke. Here, the pressure head due to acceleration in delivery pipe of length LD dash between air vessel and cylinder is given in this equation. H AD equal to LD dash by G into A by AS omega square R cos theta. Loss of heat due to friction in delivery pipe for length LD dash is given as HF D dash equal to 4 FL D dash V square by D into 2G, where for delivery pipe V equal to A by AD omega r sin theta. Here D is dia of delivery pipe, so it is DD delivery pipe, so it is DD. So HFD dash equal to 4 FL dash D V square by DD into 2G, and value of V, we substitute this value of V here. So this is A by AD omega r sin theta, and this is whole square. Loss of phase due to friction in the delivery pipe for length beyond air vessel, that is 4 FT HFD, and similarly HFD equal to 4 FLD by D. DD 2G, DD into 2G, and VD bar square, V bar D square. This is represented by V bar D for the FD. This is HFD, where VD is mean velocity in delivery pipe equal to here V bar D equal to mean velocity in delivery pipe A by AD into omega r by pi, from the earlier equation. So HFD equal to 4 F LD by DD into 2G, and this is A by AD into omega r by pi whole square. This is whole square. This is equation 3. The pressure in cylinder during delivery stroke is given as at the beginning of delivery stroke. At the beginning, theta equal to 0, so sin theta equal to 0, and cos theta equal to 1. So at the beginning of delivery stroke, the total pressure head at the beginning, theta 0, sin theta 0, cos theta 1. So total pressure head is equal to HD plus HAD plus HFD plus HFD plus velocity head at outlet of delivery plus velocity head at outlet of delivery. This is equal to HD plus HAD plus HFD plus HFD plus V bar D by 2G square. V bar D by 2G square. Now, here this is velocity at outlet is equal to mean velocity. This is mean velocity. Now, this is equal to, now this total pressure head is equal to HD plus LSDG LSD by G into A by AD omega square R plus 0 plus 4F LD by DD into 2G A by AD into omega R by pi this whole square plus A by AD into omega R by pi whole square by 2G. That is equal to HD plus LSD by G into A by AD omega square R plus 4FLD by DD 2G into A by AD into omega R by pi whole square plus 1 by 2G into A by AD into omega R by pi square. Omega R by pi whole square. This is equation number 5. Now, in the middle of stroke, theta equal to 90 at the middle of stroke, theta equal to 90. So, sin theta equal to 1, cos theta equal to 0, and hence the total pressure head. Now, total pressure head equal to HD plus HAD plus HFD plus HFD plus V bar D square by 2G. This by 2G. Above atmospheric pressure head. above atmospheric pressure here. Now, so in the middle, the total pressure head is equal to HD plus 0 plus 4 FLD by LD dash 4 LD dash by DD to G DD into 2G into A by AD into omega R whole square plus 4 FLD plus 4 FLD by DD into 2G into A by AD into omega R by pi square plus 1 by 2G into A by AD into omega R by pi whole square. This is equal to HD plus 4 FLD dash DD into 2G into A by AD into omega R whole square plus 4 FLD by DD into 2G into A by AD into omega R by pi whole square plus 1 by 2G A by AD into omega R by pi whole square. These are the equations for the total pressure head in the air vessel. Thank you.